the extent of its inconsistency. However, court decisions alone do not automatically clean up the physical text of the laws of Kenya. The responsibility falls on the executive and parliament. An audit of court decisions reveals a concerning trend. A significant portion of our statutes and regulations have not kept pace with these transformations. Dozens of provisions struck down by the judiciary remain intact in our legislative texts because follow-up legislative action was never completed. This mismatch has created a state of legal uncertainty, generated implementation bottlenecks for government institutions, and fragmented laws. It has exposed the government to costly and avoidable constitutional disputes and ultimately hindered the seamless delivery of justice to the citizens of Kenya. Today, we take a decisive step to correct this. And what is the response? We are today launching the multi-sectoral committee. It is against this backdrop that I'm proudly officially launching this multi-sectoral committee on legislative reform and alignment. This committee is not just another administrative task force. It is envisioned as a seminal interinstitutional engine room designed to modernize Kenya's legal architecture, protect constitutionalism, and ensure our laws serve the contemporary public interest. To ensure this process is legally sound and broadly representative, we have brought together the finest minds from across our legal and governance landscape. I charge this committee to undertake a comprehensive, meticulous review focused on four core pillars. Reviewing judicial jurisprudence, systematically evaluating all statutory provisions and subsidiary legislation that have been declared unconstitutional, invalid, or inconsistent by courts of competent jurisdiction. Second, purging the statute book, identifying and recommending the repeal of obsolete, redundant, or spec laws that no longer serve any practical, legal, or administrative purpose. Bridging legislative gaps, addressing the structural and policy gaps that have emerged over time due to constitutional, judicial, and institutional developments. Harmonizing the framework, formulating concrete legislative policy and administrative interventions, including proposals for repeal, amendment, consolidation, or fresh enactment to align our laws with contemporary governance standards. Given its profound statutory mandate, the Kenya Law Reform Commission will serve as the chair of the committee, and the chair is here, Ms. Agimba, to ensure seamless operational efficiency. The secretariat will be drawn jointly from the Office of the Attorney General and the Kenya Law Reform Commission. To the members of the committee, you are denominated because of your demonstrable expertise in constitutional law, legislative drafting, public administration, and human rights. The task ahead of you requires intellectual rigor, collaborative goodwill, and an unyielding commitment to the public interest. You are the custodian of our statutory integrity, and we welcome your partnership in modernizing our laws, which requires transparency, and we look forward to keeping the public informed of our progress as we systematically clean up our statute books. Ladies and gentlemen, a cohesive legal framework is the foundation of economic progress, social justice, and political stability. By aligning our laws with our constitution, we will reduce litigation, protect public resources, and build a more predictable legal environment for all Kenyans. With these remarks, it is now my distinct honor and privilege to officially launch the Multi-Sectoral Committee on Legislative Reform and Alignment. And I hope that we are calling upon the members of the public, if you know any laws that you think are obsolete and unconstitutional, or laws that should be amended, we now have an opportunity to look at these laws and deal with them and make them responsive and make them constitutional. I wish you all the very best in your deliberations within this inaugural meeting, which will commence immediately after this briefing. Thank you very much. You want to say something before we take any questions?
Thank you very much, everybody.